Mr. Uriarte, how many witnesses has Chairman Jordan demanded that the FBI send for a transcribed interview?
Congressman, thanks for the question. I don't have the exact number in front of me. I'm trying to read very small print here. But I think it is about 20.
And how many have appeared?
As I said, we made 8 current employees available for 9 transcribed interviews.
And broadly speaking, what type of prep is required before a witness can appear for a transcribed interview?
Well, as you know, I'm sure, many of the people who they're asking to appear are career special agents at the FBI who don't regularly deal with Congress as part of their day-to-day jobs. And so, they want to have a conversation with someone in my office, in the Office of Congressional Affairs at the FBI, to understand what this interaction looks like, to understand what types of questions they may get, to be able to ensure that the information they're providing to Congress is accurate. I think that is in not only the FBI and the department's interest, but also in Congress's interest to make sure that those engagements are as fruitful as possible. And that takes dozens of hours just to get one person available for a transcribed interview.
Well, Mr. Uriarte, please pass along to the Department of Justice my gratitude, and I actually think the gratitude of most of my colleagues, Republicans and Democrats, for what law enforcement does every day. The way I see it, you all are working very hard to take down the bad guys. You catch the terrorists, you catch the bank robbers, you catch the people that exploit children, you go after people that abuse COVID funds, and we're seeing billions of dollars of abuse there, and you're making sure that there's integrity, in public service. And so thank you for doing that. I don't want to defund you. The chairman of this committee wants to defund you, and he and others are raising money off the idea of defunding the police. I don't want to do that. I also just sit here stunned after this hearing. Again, so if they're the Cleveland Browns, they've lost another game en route to a 0-16 season by the end of next year. But I still don't understand now, and it was not explained to me by Chairman Jordan or anyone, a part of this committee, why they're not with Bill Barr anymore. Again, just to recap, Jim Jordan loves Bill Barr. Bill Barr is doing the Lord's work, Jim Jordan said. Thank God for Bill Barr. It's biblical when it comes to Jim Jordan and Bill Barr. Bill Barr is pursuing the truth, exactly what Americans want from their Attorney General. So what does Bill Barr think about the Mar-a-Lago raid, which Jim Jordan and others are upset about, and the reason they've dragged the Department of Justice here? Again, Bill Barr thinks the effort to present Trump as a victim in the Mar-a-Lago document affair is a cynical political propaganda exercise. He says Trump's toast. And Barr said just this month, the government acted responsibly, and it was Donald J. Trump who acted irresponsibly. So I don't know what happened. I can only assume that when it comes to Bill Barr, Jim Jordan is all in until Bill Barr departs with the one client that this committee fights for every day, and that's Donald Trump. And that's too bad. That's too bad because, as we have seen, Donald Trump has no regard for the law, and anyone who defends him is going to be a foot soldier and a footnote in history books that chronicle his corruption. And I yield back.